Hey everybody, Orbit Dark Styles here with Toxic Mushroom, and I know basically what you're gonna say. Yeah, you've seen this picture all over YouTube, but this one seems more enhanced than the other ones. So go ahead and say what's up, Toxic Mushroom.
Hello, everybody.
You're looking at this picture too, right?
Yep.
Okay, so like it looks like they're playing domination though, right? And it's the score is 30 to
Yeah, you
22.
see the A, B, and C.
Yeah, you can see it right there specifically. But the thing that I'm like seeing the most of is right here. Let's change that to red. Is right here, because you can see that it looks like a nuke or a MOAB, right? And it's counting down from 38. Do you see that? Yeah.
Because it could be a Moab or a tactical nuke, but I probably prefer the Moab because it only kills everyone once.
Yeah. Okay, and now to my next thing though. Down in the bottom right hand corner, do you see like where all the kill streaks and stuff go?
Yeah, I see a helicopter, and
Like, no.
I can't really see what the top or the bottom are.
Yeah.
The right looks like a nuke.
No, but what I'm thinking is like, is this gonna be the new form of kill streaks? Cause like, how do I put it? It looks like all the kill streaks are all on your thing, right? For each analog stick.
Yeah, for the D-pad.
Yeah, but like you know how MW3 has the counter going up for it to show you how many kills you have left. Do you see like right there in the corner of the circle has lines and bars showing you it with half of it filled in?
Yeah.
Do you think that's gonna be the thing for the kill streak?
It might be, but it's weird because it looks like it's starting from the bottom going up instead of going from the top, because up top there's like fewer like things to fill.
Or do you think that might be experienced towards a new level maybe?
I'm not sure, but one thing is like how you gonna like equip your like equipment, because the D-pad is normally where you equip your stuff.
The equipment, yeah, but like I don't know. That looks like a kill streaks. Another thing I noticed is that they changed the little icons right here for the lethal grenades and the tacticals.
Yep.
Do you see that? Like they changed the little icon for it?
Yeah, it looks way different.
Yeah. It also looks like he's using an MP7 from MW3. Like.
So they could be bringing stuff from Modern Warfare into the Black Ops 2.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's taking place in the future, and the future isn't too far from MW3's set.
Yeah, because MW3 is like in 2017, 19, around that area.
Yeah, but another thing that me and you both noticed was over here. You can see the kill feed, and it looks like the guy's got in a kill with the pistol, and it looks like his name is Gamer Farm or something, against some dude like.
I killed some guy named Nitro something.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, but it looks like he's using a pistol, right, for the kill feed?
Yeah.
But what doesn't explain anything is right here. It says that he has a kill, but he's using something that looks like the MP5 or the MP7.
Well, he could have switched his gun and then he died.
Yeah. Another thing, the assault shield right here. I know everyone that's most obviously pointed out, but could this thing be it right here? Because it looks like it. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it could be a new, like a more enhanced version of Riot Shield. It could be like one of the ones that the SWAT use.
Yeah, because like if you look right here, there's a handle, but also if you look right here, here's like a little eyesight area. And do you see like on the ground next to the riot shield how there's like a little gun? It looks like a gun handle.
It looks like another person behind that, like I guess like a door or bus or something.
Yeah. And one thing that you pointed out, bro, is whenever I told you what kind of map it looked like, I said it looked like a version of Cracked from Black Ops. But you pointed out that it might be Los Angeles.
Because of the trailer, like if you see parts of the trailer that Los Angeles is being like destroyed and like totally blown up, and this is like rubble right here.
Yeah, exactly. But another thing that pointed me out was on the D-pad. Do you see the bottom of the D-pad? That thing looks like a napalm strike or a blackbird.
I think it looks more like a blackbird because of the shape of the symbol of it.
But do you know what else it like reminds me of?
What?
E3. You watched E3, right? You saw the Black Ops trailer?
Yeah, I saw the Black Ops gameplay trailer.
Yeah, like, remember when he was flying around in the jet whenever he had to save the president?
Yeah.
That looks like it.
They could. Oh, they could bring in like dogfighting into this game.
Yeah,
like Battlefield 3.
Well, I don't think it would be so much like Battlefield 3, as to a part that you might get that as a kill streak, and you can like go around shooting it how you were shooting the vehicles on the ground and all that.
Yeah, they're kind of also bringing like in regular Black Ops as the gunship. You can fly around on that.
Yeah, so that might be the new version of the gunship, right?
Yeah.
But back to the whole kill streak thing, like the top of the D-pad, that looks like where you would normally get your stuff, you know? But if you look
at it looks like an attachment.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It looks like an attachment, but the gun doesn't look like it has any attachments itself. So if this is his secondary, they must be bringing Overkill Pro back.
Yeah, but that's also a Modern Warfare perk. They're just kind of taking stuff from Infinity Ward and bringing it to Treyarch.
Yeah, but another thing.
Modern Warfare 3 makes.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that you brought that up to me, is because if you beat the campaign mode in MW3, it says Treyarch and it shows the Treyarch logo, right?
Yeah.
But like another thing that I was pointing out on the D-pad, do you see the right, to the right, the direction right of your D-pad? How that one looks kind of like it's faded out.
Looks like the nuke is on the left corner.
Or it looks like it's kind of faded out on the D-pad, you know, like another kill streak, but it's faded out.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do you think this is an actual photo of the leaked multiplayer?
It looks nothing like whatever I had played, but because on the bottom left corner, that's nothing from any other Call of Duty.
Yeah, that emblem right here, it does not look like anything, but then again, they're bringing new stuff into it. It's a future thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that Treyarch perceived that they might add a new addition to the military? That there might be a new thing like Air Force and all that? Air Force, Army, Marines and all that? Do you think that they're perceiving that there's going to be a new one coming out within the years of 2025 to now?
Yeah, probably. If they're trying to like predict the future in the game, then it's soon to happen in real life.
Exactly. And another thing I noticed, if you actually look at the map, you could tell the directions of this map and what the map is going to look like. So
yeah, because on the map, if you go straight, it looks like some sort of highway.
Yeah,
going towards the out of the map.
Which also brings me back to the point, it does look like it would be a Los Angeles map. And if you also look, you could see red dots, which means an enemy is shooting.
That's probably an enemy that's behind the bus that's trying to shoot him.
Yeah. But another thing that I also noticed, I know I'm bringing up things that I'm barely noticing now, but if you look under where it says hold to pick up assault shield, doesn't that look like a faded out assault shield, so it's going to show you what you're picking up?
Yeah.
It's just my opinion, you know? It's like what I'm seeing.
They're just, it's like you're kind of combining Battlefield with Call of Duty, because Battlefield, you can see what type of weapon you're going to pick up.
Yeah, and people were saying that this game looked like it was going to be a mix of Battlefield, Halo, and Call of Duty.
Yeah, because the regular Modern Warfare of like Call of Duty, that's the position there. Battlefield is kind of how it all plays out, where you can see everything.
Yeah.
And Halo is how it's all high tech and the technology.
I know this is completely off subject from the screenshot that's on the screen right now, but back to what I mentioned to you earlier when me and you were just messing around. Zombies. Is that going to take place in 1985 or is that going to take place in 2025? I know you brought up a good opinion about Black Ops, so go ahead and bring that up.
Okay, well, what I said was, since you said what type of year it would be zombies, but if you played Black Ops Zombies, the whole storyline, and you played Moon and you did the Easter egg, the Earth gets blown up. Spoiler alert, sorry. But
the map pack has already been out for almost a year.
On the moon. Yeah, but you never know who might not even play. So
yeah, that's true.
Who never did the Easter egg or not. But I would think it would be in year 2025, because in the zombie world of Black Ops, the world is destroyed.
That is true,
But Black Ops 2, they could, and plus they're bringing in new modes and then the new zombies.
yeah, and with the female
So,
characters involved.
yeah, they're gonna have female characters in multiplayer as well.
My friend brought this up to me. I mean, it doesn't make sense or anything, but since it is a video game, he said, what if there's like a different planet, like on the game itself? Say, like, let's take Mars for example. Let's say a ton of scientists went to Mars to keep the government special and all that without nobody knowing anything. So they took a ton of people to Mars and they're experimenting there, and that's causing the zombies. So zombies is gonna like take place on there. Cause also, did you get the two-sided poster whenever you pre-ordered?
Yeah, I did. The background was all orange, and
Yeah,
the chip
so
was on some sort of
pile of rocks or
thing.
something.
Yeah.
So that could also make sense too, you know?
Yeah.
Another thing is this environment on like back to the screenshot, it looks like it might be a destructible environment.
Yeah, because
The
what
rebar.
I heard is like they were trying to like make it more like complicated to go around the maps and make it more because destructive of the new Cold War that's happening right now.
Yeah. Like,
Instead of just plain simple maps where like everything is perfect, they're trying to make everything all destructive.
yeah, I know what you mean. And back to another topic, since Treyarch is making this game, do you think the maps are going to be large, like World at War, medium-sized, like Modern Warfare and Black Ops were, or do you think that they're just going to throw all kinds of maps together, like different sizes?
I think they're going to throw together a variety of map sizes because of the way they built like Black Ops. They had a variety of large, medium. They had a couple small. And then plus, since they're bringing a lot of stuff like from Battlefield and Modern Warfare, so they might like Modern Warfare might help make type of map sizes of what they do.
Yeah, I completely understand you. And now, I mean, I know it's the screenshot, which is right here, but I'll edit this out and put something else there. So let's just continue talking about Black Ops. I mean, we're going into a good discussion about this. Which brings me to the next thing, kill streaks. I know they're bringing in the prototype Quad Rotor, I think it's called, or something, the four-bladed helicopter.
Yeah, that showed up in the campaign of where those little tiny helicopters they're like RC choppers.
Yeah, but which brings me to this. Do you think they're also going to bring back the RCXD, or do you think they're going to use that? Or do you think they're going to have both of them?
No, because I read somewhere it seemed legit, but the multiplayer sequence, the kill streaks, they're not bringing back the RCXD. The kill streaks are going to be just like in Modern Warfare 3, like the support assault specialist. And hardcore, it'll be like easier, but yet harder at the same time. It doesn't take like one shot in the leg to kill you. It takes a couple more. It'll take like there's new perks and all that kind of stuff, but there's a lot more info I can get into, but I'm not going to get into much detail.
Yeah, and which brings me to this also, guns and weapons, because, like, I know that they're going to be doing different kinds of weapons and all that, like, I know that they're going to do new snipers, as you've seen from the gameplay, the X-ray sniper, which you could charge up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, do you think that's going to be in multiplayer, or do you think that's going to be a campaign-only thing for the fact that it's so overpowered? Or do you even think that it might become a kill streak like the Grim Reaper and the Death Machine?
I think it should only be a campaign weapon. That might be too overpowered where you can shoot through, like, a pillar that's made of marble.
Well,
Sniper,
yeah, but, like,
kind of
like, what I'm thinking
ridiculous.
is, like, you know how if you throw down a care package, you have the chance to get a Grim Reaper or a Death Machine? And, like, it's totally out of random.
Yeah.
You don't always get them, and you don't know if you're going to get them?
Yeah.
Say they put that sniper in a care package. Do you think it would still make it OP? Say, like, if they put the sniper in a care package, like I just said, but, for example, how it works with the Grim Reaper and the Death Machine, if you're using it and someone kills you, it disappears?
I'm not sure. It might make it more legit to do it. To, like, if you already shot it and you get killed, then it goes away. But I don't know. I still think it should only be a campaign weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was also thinking. And about the horses, how do you think that's going to play out? Do you think those are going to be something that you ride on, like in the Black Ops campaign, where you ride on the motorcycle with the gun in your other hand?
Yes, because that was in the trailer. The campaign showed that there was horses in there. You're running away from people in trucks.
Yeah, and like the chopper comes down on you. So
Yeah.
yeah, so about the campaign, let's get into the talk about campaign. Do you think like how do I put this? How do you think it's gonna play out? Do you think it's gonna do half of the campaign in 1985, and then half in 2025, or do you think it's gonna do a segment here, a segment there?
I think there's only going to be one segment of whatever you said, 1985. But I think most of it's going to be in 2025.
No, I know, but like, do you think how do I say like? Say it's Frank Woods, because you know how it shows him in the beginning of the trailer saying something, and he's in a like retirement home.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna have flashbacks of his stuff while he's talking to, say, his son, or something, and his son's like he's telling his son the story? Like what I'm thinking is because Frank Woods is still kind of a young guy, even though he's in a retirement home, you know.
Yeah.
So he could be telling his young son, because I know his son is going to be in the game. It's already been said, you know? So he could be telling his young son stories of whenever he was in the war. This is what I'm thinking. And, like, I've had this thought ever since the first trailer came out. But he's going to be telling his son stories since he was in the war, and telling him how the war is happening now. And then that young son is going to grow up idolizing his grandpa, Frank. And then he's going to join the military, and then it's going to take over from Frank's memories of 1985, and it's going to go into his son's living his story in 2025.
Yeah, because it's going to be like in the regular Black Ops, like he's telling the story of what happened to the people that captured him in the first game.
Yeah, whenever he was under investigation.
And he got released.
Yeah.
He gets the chair, and he's trying to figure out what the numbers were. So this one, he's going to tell the story about when he was in the war.
So, like, do you agree that I have a good perspective of what I was thinking?
Yeah, because it's kind of related to the first Black Ops when Mason was in the chair.
Yeah.
And Frank was in his chair talking about a story.
I completely understand that, and, like, it's something that came to my mind. Like, I thought about it whenever I first saw the trailer. Which brings me to those, I think they called them claws, I think? The robotic claw?
Yeah.
Like, the tanks that walk, basically.
Yeah, they're
Kill
like
streaker campaign only. Kill streaker campaign only.
Campaign, they might be bigger, but then multiplayer, they might be a little bit smaller.
So you think it's basically going to be the next assault drone?
Yes.
Juggernaut, because I know that they had perks before for Juggernaut, but do you think they're going to have an actual Juggernaut like MW3?
No, because that's an actual Modern Warfare design. It's not like with Treyarch that they're doing it with.
Okay. What else can we bring up?
We got off topic.
Yeah,
Talking about zombies and campaign, and this is a multiplayer screenshot.
well, no, I said I was going to edit this out and put a different screenshot there. Like, the first part was about the screenshot, but I totally understand what you're getting at. Like,
Exactly.
I remember, who was I watching? I think I was watching Woody's Gamertag or someone, but he said that Only Use Me Blade tweeted at David Vonderhaar, that he was the guy that's in charge of multiplayer, that he wanted something only about knives and sniping, and David Vonderhaar said that they would see what they would do about it or something. I'm not too clear on what he said. But about that, do you think that they're going to like do less damage with the knives? Because I know melee attacks are way OP.
No, I don't think so, because if it's been this far with the same knife like damage, I don't think they're going to change it. And plus, it might be a little harder to kill people, and it might lead to like people losing their KD ratio with it.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying there. Um,
Because like if someone tries to knife them and he has a shotgun and he has to knife him again, he get blown up.
yeah. So let's go back to multiplayer. The game modes. Do like they said that they're gonna add a new one called Escort, I think. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, like about that game mode. Do you think like they said that they're gonna add something called Escort? What do you think that's about?
Well, it's kind of like what Team Defender is on Modern Warfare 3, because one person has a flag and you have to protect him just to get to the other side of the map to get the flag.
Okay, like what my idea was that whenever I first heard about it, because you totally make sense about what you're saying about the team defender, but what I'm thinking about this is the fact of you've heard about Max Payne 3, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever play it, or do you know anything about the multiplayer?
No, all I know is it's kind of like in Grand Theft Auto Team Deathmatch.
Yeah, so you're not gonna understand any of what I'm saying because I actually have Max Payne 3, but in multiplayer they have a game mode called Painkiller, and it's this is how I think it's gonna play out because it's called Escort. But in Painkiller for Max Payne 3, what's happening is you start out team like it's free for all whenever you start out, okay? And like how it goes is if you get the first kill, you turn into Max Payne. If you get the second kill, you turn into his partner Passos. So and whenever you're Passos or Max, you work with the other guy to kill. You can't kill each other. So and you have like more health than normal and all that. So that's how I'm thinking it's gonna be working out. It's called Escort. You're gonna have like a team leader against that. That team leader is gonna be more OP than the other, and you're gonna have a certain class with it. So that's what I'm thinking. And you have to your team leader has to go and try to kill their team leader while you have backup killing the other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking whenever I first got Max Payne 3 and whenever I remembered about Escort. But another thing, they're bringing Kill Confirmed back, and I know it's a Black Ops thing since if you play multiplayer on Black Ops, every time you get a kill, he'll yell Kill Confirmed on some maps. But then MW3 took over for that and kind of stole their idea, right?
Yeah.
So how do you think Kill Confirmed is going to work within the actual Treyarch vision who envisioned it first?
They might switch it up from like dog tags. They might do something else. I'm not really sure though, but because I don't really care for the dog tag version of Kill Confirmed, they should do something else.
Like, if they're going to do something with the dog tags for Kill Confirmed, do you know what would actually look really nice instead of the dog tags?
What?
If they use the Black Ops 2 emblem, not like the full Black Ops 2 emblem, but let's say they use the 2. You know how it has those 2 eyes that make the 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would look nice if they used that.
Or like something related to Black Ops, like a prestige maybe?
Yeah, maybe your prestige. Let's say it's interactive. Let's say you don't have a prestige, but the little icon that's next to your name for that level that you are, make it that, and so on and so forth.
Say like if you're like a colonel, it'll have the bird emblem on there.
Yeah, exactly. And Elite, how do you think they're gonna do Elite? Do you think they're gonna keep Elite like MW3 did, where if you pay a certain amount of money, you're gonna get the map packs before anyone else, and you're gonna get them for free? Or do you think they're just gonna do away with that and release the map packs spelling out something, how the map packs for Black Ops spelled out fear?
I think Elite's going to do the same thing what Modern Warfare 3 did, because Elite barely started when Modern Warfare 3 was being made. So they're going to do the whole Elite Premium thing again for Black Ops 2.
Okay, well, back to this, because on the first trailer, I know a lot of people have already mentioned this on YouTube, but on the first trailer that showed May 1st, at the end of it, they did not flash the Xbox logo first. So do you think everyone's going to get the map packs at the same time except for PC and Wii? Because normally they flash that Xbox
normally
thing.
the Xbox 360 gets the downloadable content first, then it goes to PS3 a month later.
Yeah,
and Wii and PC doesn't get any DLC.
No, the PC actually does get it, but the Wii doesn't.
I didn't know that.
So, but normally whenever Call of Duty does that and they do their release trailer, at the end of it they'll always flash that whole Xbox thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the end of this one, it did not flash. So, do you think maybe they're gonna do something? Because I know everybody's been talking about wishing that like Xbox and Sony would collide for like one weekend, 1 month, or whatever, so that Xbox users could finally show the competition to the PS3 users. Do you think that they're gonna work with something to do online against them?
They might, like.
And then finally the fanboy feud would be over?
Hard position to think.
It is a very hard position to
the
think.
way they do it.
It's very hard to think about, but like it's also a good thing to think about, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the zombies, they said that they're going to do 4v4 against zombies.
I don't know. I don't think they should tamper with zombies besides new game modes and like a new area and new characters and all that kind of stuff.
Like, what would be nice about zombies is if they did this differently. If they set it up like multiplayer, because I heard that they're going to run the multiplayer engine on it. But if they set it up to which you could create your own class within zombies, and like you go through with the normal guns that they give you at first, earning your COD points to do it, and say you reach a certain area, you pull a lever or something, and it gives you your class that you wanted, like the class that you were set up. But I also know that it's going to be 4v4 with zombies between it, so are you like trying to go against that other 4? Are you with your team going and killing zombies with the other 4? Or do you have to try to kill the other 4 while killing zombies through it?
That sounds like something from Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, where
it does.
Like, heroes mode and all that kind of stuff, or 4 versus 4, and you're fighting zombies along with it. But yeah, that idea with the class, like you said, you have your own class with any gun you want, any perks, and like any of that stuff. That actually might be a good thing to do.
Yeah, I know. And then like you have to reach a certain point in the map before you can unlock that.
Yeah. Like, say, like, you turn on the power, like, then you get to, like I said, you can buy your class.
Yes, you could go somewhere, like, how do I say it, like, the Perca-Colas, they'll have one of those kind of stands where you could buy your class.
Yeah.
Like, each class will have, like, at least more of an amount depending on what kind of weapon you have in it. So, like, you'll go up to that Perca-Cola type thing, like, we'll just go with that. The Perca-Cola machine, and it'll say which class do you want, and it'll have like COD points next to it on how much you'd have to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that might be something that you would do, you know? But you'll still have guns on the wall.
Yeah. If you want to switch out your guns, and it's like if you want to switch out your perks, so you can switch which perks you want to do.
Exactly.
That's a really good idea.
But like they could still have the Perca-Colas, especially the if you need a little revive. Yeah.
Or some juggernaut.
Exactly. I mean, anytime. I don't know if you're like me, and this is kind of off topic, but whenever you play zombies and you go get a quick revive, do you sing the song with him?
No.
That's where I do that. I mean, it's not a quick revive without the song.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else you want to say? Because I ran out of subjects, unless you want to talk about kill streaks.
We already talked about kill streaks, so this is all I have to say. Well, thanks for me being in your commentary.
No problem, we got to do more commentaries.
I'll be in new videos, commentaries with you, Black Ops gameplay.
Black Ops 2 gameplay also.
Cannot forget any other gameplays you can think of.
Oh, well... You know it comes out in November, dude, and I'm getting it, and I know you're getting it. We could do co-op on that if you want to do a series of co-op for it.
Resident Evil 6, baby.
You down to do that?
Hell yeah!
You hear it, YouTube. Me and Toxic, we're going to be doing the Resident Evil 6 co-ops. We're going to do walkthroughs for this. So be ready. I don't know. I know I'm going to be doing commentaries for a campaign walkthrough of Black Ops 2. Anything else you got to say, Toxic?
Yes, it was a pleasure being with you for the first time in the commentary. I will be in more.
Yes, definitely. More to come, you guys. Definitely. Toxic is actually a good friend of mine in IRL. So,
yep.
Definitely some commentaries.
Even though I am talking you through Xbox Live on Bluetooth, I could still be in this video.
Exactly. It doesn't matter, bro. Like, we'll have to do other videos sometime soon. Like, maybe skits or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's the end of it for today, you guys. I'm Orbit Dark Styles. My friend Toxic Mushroom here.
Toxic Mushroom.
Yep. I'll link his channel in the description if he wants me to. Do you want me to?
Sure.
Alright, well, his channel will be in the description. Sometime this week, me and him will do some multiplayer of Black Ops because MW3 just went to shit. So, yeah, we'll see you sometime this week. I'll see you before me and him do more commentaries, but yeah, I'll see you sometime this week. Later, Toxic.
Alright.